Welcome to New Possibilities. I speak truth to power without fear. So for this video, I'm going to talk about some hip hop. I know that many of my hip hop people have been following this beef between Pusha T and Drake. So Pusha T put out this song, I think it's called Infrared or something like that. And in response, Drake put out his song called Duppy Freestyle. And so basically what I want to do in this video is just like provide a review of these two songs and tell you who I think won the battle so far. I think that both of the songs are good songs. You know, they both have tight lyrics, a nice flow. So I think that both of them are good. But I don't think that either one of them was like a killer song that obliterated somebody or completely destroyed somebody. I don't think either one of them is on that kind of level. It's like, it's not going hard like a Shether or Ether or anything like that, or even Jay-Z's The Takeover. It's no hard-hitting, just lethal bars like that. You know, I think that it's basically evenly matched. If I had to call it, I would say it's evenly matched. But, you know, Drake, I have to give him a slight edge over Pusha T. And the only reason why I say that is because Pusha T primarily focused on one thing when he's trying to diss Drake. And that's this whole ghostwriting thing. You know, he talks about that. Like, that's his sole focus in dissing Drake. And I think that if you're going to come at somebody, you got to come at them from multiple angles. And you got to really hit them hard with something that's new and fresh that nobody heard about. Like some new diss that nobody even thought about or even knew about. You know, those are the kind of disses that really make a difference. You know, that really like tip the scale in your favor when you're battling somebody. And it has to be something that hurts somebody to the core, man. So, I mean, really, I guess if this is like the introduction to their little beef, and, you know, maybe there's some more songs down the line that's going to be more hard-hitting. But for these, you know, I don't think that either one of them, you know, swung any lethal blows or anything like that. So, for the most part, you know, I would say that Pusha T is slightly below Drake on this one, because Drake had multiple disses towards Pusha T. You know, he questioned his street credibility, he questioned his rhyming skills, and then he came back with a powerful verse about like how basically if you're gonna say he's a ghost, you know, he has ghostwriters and this and that, and this guy Quentin made him, he basically said, well, where's Quentin's hits? Like, you know, he basically helped Quentin out by letting Quentin work on a project with him. And he's like, if Quentin is all this and that, and he's the one that made me, then why can't Quentin basically make his own hits? And I think that that's a good point, man. It's kind of like reminding me of that verse that Jay-Z has when he says, you know, he's basically talking about those people who said that, you know, they made Hove. And he's like, well, make another me. And, you know, basically that hits at the core of these people that, you know, are basically saying that he's dependent on these ghostwriters and all this and that. And I'm sure he probably does have a whole team of people writing for him and stuff like that. And I think that that is, you know, that's something that's messed up about hip-hop right now. You know, people give these artists that have all these ghostwriters a pass and stuff like that. And, you know, that's basically acceptable in today's hip-hop, man. Especially with the low standard that hip-hop is at right now. I mean, where you got these mumble rap clowns who are more popular than people that are actually putting out lyrics and stuff like that. So it's not surprising that people wouldn't find a big deal or a problem with somebody that has ghostwriters and stuff. But I think that overall, Drake is a great artist, man. Even if he has ghostwriters or whatever, the way he performs, the way he flows and all that kind of stuff is on point. And he, unlike a lot of rap artists, he actually makes music. A lot of people focus on just the lyrics and stuff like that and the flow, but you need more than that to be a, you know, a great artist. You need to have, you know, the ability to perform. You need to have melodic sound to your music. And a lot of times, some of my favorite rap artists with the tightest lyrics ever don't have that melody in their music. You know, that melody is what catches people's attention and draws people to you. Yeah, so that's what I have to say about that. But like Drake, you know, the reason why I'll say that Drake won it so far is because he had multiple disses. You know, he wasn't just stuck on one topic like Pusha T was. And he was basically questioning Pusha T's rap skills, you know, basically saying he's not even in the top 5 on his own label. You know, talking about his street credibility, talking about how he got ideas from, you know, witnessing things instead of actually being a criminal and this and that. And it's sad that hip-hop comes down to that, like it's all about street credibility. You know, that's the sign of being a real hip-hop artist, that you had some, you know, history of dealing drugs or killing people. It's just sad that that's what hip-hop has become, man. That's how you gain credibility in some sectors of hip-hop, man. But yeah, that's my little 2 cents about this whole thing, man. For my hip-hop people, tell me what y'all thought about those 2 songs, man. I just don't think that it compares to like that song Remy Ma did against what's her name, Nicki Minaj, man. It can't even compare nowhere near like that, man. That song, now that was a diss. That's how you diss somebody, man. That's how you bury somebody when it comes to this rap stuff. I mean, these 2 little rap songs, they don't compare to like The Bridge Is Over or something like that. You know, some powerful diss song, you know, that's a classic that people play even today, like all these years later. So, I mean, in one song that Drake had that was on that level, like close to that level, was that Back to Back song. Now that's a classic diss song. You know, that's a song that's catchy, but it has, you know, catchy lyrics, you know, hardcore disses. And the thing that made that song good was that it was funny. Like, while he was destroying Meek Mill, he was making you laugh too. And, you know, Eminem does that too when he disses people, man. Have you laughing and stuff, cracking up. But, yeah, man, this battle is cool, man. You know, it's good. You know, in terms of hip-hop. Hip-hop is about competition. You know, it's about beef, unfortunately. Beef is a part of the whole thing in hip-hop. It started with beef. You know, the earliest rappers, you know, the legends back in the day, they had beef with each other, you know, but it never got violent. It was just about the lyrics and stuff like that. So I don't have no problem with people just going back and forth with lyrics as long as it doesn't go to the street level and become some violence, you know, then I'm good with it. You know, it helps sharpen up the art form. It's like swords against swords, sharpen each other, man. Sharpen the lyrics and stuff, man. So it's like, and I think that both of the songs are good. Let me just say that. They're both good, but I don't think they're on the level of those other diss songs that I mentioned before. And the fact that Drake felt the need to respond tells you that Pusha T's song was a good song, man. Because if it was trash, he wouldn't even waste his time responding to it, man. So those are my thoughts. But I will say this about Pusha T's song. I like the beat better than that Drake beat. You know, the beat is sicker. You know, it's like a more like hardcore type beat, man. But anyway, tell me what y'all think. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Peace.